Hi, I'm Paola Blaze, and if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, we love wrestling.
Welcome to Women on Wednesday. Ooh. We're back again, joined by Maddie from Top Row Squishy. Today, to on this side, we have someone who's just started wrestling, just announced she was wrestling, just had her first match back in June in the Florida area. She was just on NWA Empower on the pre-show, and you can see her on NWA on Tuesdays at 6:05, available through FITE TV. We have Miss Paola Blaze. How are you doing today, man?
Hi, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Uh, you also may know her from I think it's reality TV show. I don't know.
90 Day Fiance.
There it is.
Yes, I'm known
People,
as Paola Mayfield from 90 Day Fiance and all of their spin-off.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the spinoffs.
Yeah, it's too many to name them. So it's
Yeah.
like just let's keep it 90 Day Fiance simple as that, just short.
I saw a spinoff that's coming up. We'll talk about later. Uh,
Okay.
just funny. People was like 90 Day Fiance, and I was like, okay, cool. I don't
Yeah,
know what that is,
not
but
everyone knows about it, but a lot of people knows about it. It's divided.
that's what
Yeah.
I heard. That's what I heard. So the first question I always ask, and I'm really interested to hear your answer, is why do you love wrestling, or what started your love for wrestling?
I watched a documentary. I didn't know about wrestling growing up. I grew up in Colombia, and that is not that common. In Colombia, we don't hear about wrestling, and and I have done so many things. Like I like to try new things. And I was in Colombia visiting my family, and I got to watch this movie, Fighting with My Family, which is the documentary of Page Lives. So I was like, when she went to do this trial at the NXT, and she was in the ring, and they asked like why she likes wrestling and like what she said and what it makes you feel. I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I want to try that. Maybe I want to feel that. I want to feel like, because I have tried so many things. So I want to know like that feeling. And so that's one of was the biggest reasons why I end up like trying to find out more about wrestling because of her documentary.
So watching the Paige documentary, Fighting with the Family, um, would you say Paige would be like one of your top inspirations as a wrestler, or somebody you look up to?
I wouldn't say that, to be honest, because I think it was more like what that movie represent. Because if it were to be another wrestler, another woman, I would have felt the same if that were the reason why why she loves so much wrestling. Because I didn't know about her, I started watching her matches, and of course I started watching other wrestlers. So I have others that I actually admire as well as I admire her.
Oh, well, we got to ask. Could you name maybe two or three that you admire wrestlers out here?
Okay, I Becky Lynch. I don't know why her gimmick, her character, like that strong woman, and well, the man. I really like that. Of course, Mickey James. Oh, I've been catching up with all of her matches, and man, that woman is badass. Like, oof, she does some crazy stuff that I'm like, oof, that's goals. And if I really hope I can have a match with her. That will be awesome. Like, that will be amazing. And the other one, I will say, what I have someone on top of my head right now. Oh, I can't think about anybody else. Yeah, I can't think about anybody else right now, at the top of my head.
Those are two great people to have. Um,
Yeah.
Maddie, let you get in here because I could keep going, but I got to stop myself before I
Yeah.
go into we
Me
gonna talk
first.
some more. Yeah, you first. Go ahead.
Me first. Hola, Paola. Um,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this. Really appreciate it. We know you're busy. So let's get right into it. How did you come up with the name Blaze? I know you've probably been asked this a million times, but I'm curious.
Okay, so I wanted to use something fiery, something Latina. Of course, Blaze is not that Latino; it's very American, but it means that it means fire. It means like even my hair color represents. So my husband gave me that idea a while ago. I was like thinking, I don't want to use my last name. I don't feel that it matches with my persona, my personality. I want to find something different, but I want to keep Paola because that's how people know me, and I like it. It's very unique name. It's not that common. So one of the owners of Magic City, he actually pushed that idea also. Lucas, he told me, "Hey, what do you think about Paola Blaze?" And I'm like, "Well, I really like it." My husband also told me about it. So it was, I have this people telling me. So I don't know. I said I'm gonna give it a try, and he's been with me. But I have to be honest with you. I feel like it's a little all over the place because people know me as Paola Mayfield, and sometimes even on the NWA, I was presented as Paola Mayfield, and that's because that's who I am. I'm coming from a reality show where I have so many people who knows me from that and knows Mayfield, so it's like it's a little, I don't know, I will say tricky to just kind of transition from one another. So I don't know. I'm a little concerned if I'm gonna be end up keeping the Blaze, and I'm gonna stay with maybe just Paola, or I'll bring my married last name, which is not something I really want to do.
Right. I mean, I've seen it like as Paola Mayfield, Paola Blaze Mayfield. Like I've seen all kinds of ways that they've written it. So I understand what you're saying.
You could do that. Paola Blaze Mayfield. The Blaze is still there if they want to use your last name, since you got that star variety already behind it. So
Yeah. Eventually
Yeah,
you'll
it's like it's hard, you know. I just started, like you said, I just started this journey, and everything is moving so fast for me, and I'm so grateful that I just need to keep everything like I'll put myself together. It's not easy because look, guys, I'm not familiar. I'm not that familiar. I'm a Colombian who came to show my life on a reality show, and then I was introduced with wrestling, and I love it. I have so much freaking passion for it, and I want to learn so much, and I just want to be able to develop like who I am, like how I feel in the ring, and and just starting, you hear so many comments, so it's like, okay, take a deep breath and just figure this out because I need it. I need it.
yeah, one step at a time. This is a
Yeah,
journey. So,
baby steps.
baby steps. Yes, don't get overwhelmed, especially
Oh,
since you do so much.
I'm overwhelmed all the time. It's like a part of my life. I'm not like that. I'm like, I don't even know if I exist.
And you're a mom, like on top of everything else. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Ugh.
So I love your wrestling gear.
Thank
So
you.
how did you come up with that? Or who designed it?
Okay, so I have one that someone designed for me, which is the pink one. But the other ones that I have wore, those are my designs. Like the military gear, the red gear, and even the first one I wore for my debut on May. Those I made myself. I used to be a shoe designer in Colombia, and so I don't know. I really like this. So for me, it's like I want to try. Um, I don't know. And if people tell me like, "Hey, can you design mine?" I'm like, I work out of my mistakes. You know,
All right. Okay.
if it was too teeny tiny that short, I will fix it with some decoration, so it will look so cool. But don't flip it. Don't turn it upside. And how do you say, like inside out? Because you're gonna see a lot of mess in there. So I'm not ready to sell them. Sorry, guys.
You can't tell though. You can't tell from the outside. That's
No,
excellent.
I can't. I'm like, I'm gonna keep it on. Don't look at the inside because that show that I'm not as good as I look like from the outside. So,
Oh, wow. I'm impressed. If you wouldn't have said anything, I wouldn't have known. That's
oh man,
amazing.
yes, I do it. I try, and I'm gonna bring some others because I have so many ideas I want to do. So this, I'm learning and I'm getting better. I promise.
No, they look great. So, who cares what they look like on the inside? Nobody has to see that.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh
So you
man.
debuted this year, right?
Yeah.
in Magic City Wrestling Foundation, and your first match was against Kylie King.
Correct.
So describe that moment, because you were training secretly almost, right, for about a year. Nobody really knew this was coming. And then shortly this was announced. I read this in the people. So this is, this is well known now.
Why?
No, he's just like, don't give away secrets. But I'm just saying that you were training secretly, but everyone knows now.
Yeah.
Describe how it felt to finally step out after the training and everything and actually go into the crowd and getting into the ring and really just doing that first debut match. How was that?
I'm gonna say that before I got to that moment, I have so many doubts that I felt like I wanted to quit, because I went through a lot of drama before even that first match. There were so many things that happened that I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to wrestle. I just want to learn. I want to do this. And then finally I got the opportunity to debut it with Magic City, which it was a school before. It was FEW with JB Cool, and then I got the opportunity to debut with them. I was super excited because I finally wanted to show to the world, well, to my followers, that that I'm doing this, that like, and because I keep it as a secret for a year, nobody knew about it, and because I wanted just to give a surprise, like, okay, this is what happened. And but also because of all the pandemic stuff that happened, like, you make it even harder. So I was super nervous. Like, of course I was, and I am every time that I just know that I'm going to go and have a match. I still get super nervous. So, but man, like, having this match with Kylie King was like, it was amazing. I felt like I didn't like it went well. Like, for someone so new, for someone doing this for the first time, I feel proud. Like, even though, like, we are the worst, like, how do you say, like, critics.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was, after I did it, I was like, oh man, it went better than what I thought. I was thinking this is going to be bad. I'm going to, I don't know. Yes, because, like, I don't know, the expectation, the people, the place was full. Like, there were so many people in there, but she was such a great competitor. I want to say she helped me so much. Like, I love that girl. Even, like, I want to have another match with her. Nobody like, it was a, how do you call it now, if I remember the name, because I'm not familiar with all the names in this. How does shit? Like, nobody won. Like,
Double disqualification.
No contest.
no contest. Thank you. That was the word. No contest. So, but having a match with her, and someone so talented, and someone so she's awesome. So it helped for me to actually have a great debut.
Yeah, I saw that match on YouTube, and I saw that it's a debut, but I didn't realize it was your debut because the match was so good. So I was just like, oh wow, this is her first match.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like when you really want something, you put everything in, like, what you have to make it work. And I've been busting my ass to say that when I've been training very hard. I'm not just this girl that coming from a TV show trying to, like, oh, let's conquer wrestling without doing anything just by a name. No, I'm actually putting into work. I'm actually training, and it's gonna take time to actually remove that. And I don't want to say a stigma, but that image that, like, oh yeah, TV star, that's all. She can't do anything else. She doesn't have any talent. But I'm getting there.
Well, guess what? I had not watched 90 Day Fiancé, so I actually learned about you as a wrestler first.
Oh,
so
and what do you think?
You are a wrestler.
I love that.
Me too, Maddie. It was like literally, well, an interview that you missed when you first started coming on interviews. Someone privy me to information that they were training with Paola back then, and I was like, she was like, yeah, she's from the show, and I was like, I've never seen the show or heard about that, so I don't know what you're talking about. So to us here at We Love Wrestling, our interest is strictly in your wrestling. So That's why I wanted to get you here because I was like, I've heard she's been training and they told me she's kind of good. So, I was happy that we got you here. Go ahead, Maddie, my bad.
Yeah, and you got to see her live, which I'm jealous. So I watched it. I watched Empower from FITETV.com on my TV, but it was a great show.
Yeah,
It was
awesome.
amazing. Amazing.
And you
So
know
you
what? I don't like. For me, it's okay if you guys haven't watched the show. It's okay. I'm a little crazy. I'm not crazy, but like the way I see myself, and then not everybody see me that way. Is like I'm a kind of person who stand up for what I believe. And if I was given this life, I have the right to make decisions on my own. Even if I'm married, even if I'm a mother, even if I'm like anything, this is my life, and I choose what I want to do with it. As long as I'm not hurting anybody, I think that's my right as human. And not many people agree with me, and that's why I have so many people who love me, and also I have so many people who hate my guts. But
why would people not agree with that? It makes sense. Oh,
yeah,
we love wrestling.
yeah,
We got her back. We love her, people. That's why she's here.
Yeah,
yeah.
the people who don't support you when you feel that passionately about something, they're not meant to be in your life. That's how I feel.
Yeah, like and it happened. I learned to live with that, like that's why uh I like people think I do what I want, and it's because I feel like it's my right to do, and I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just taking advantage of every opportunity that this country have given me to me since I got here.
As
That's
you
what you
should.
got to do.
You only live once. If you can do
Yes,
everything that you want to do, why not? Why
yes,
not?
exactly.
You only live twice. Shout out to the new Drake album. My bad. I'm sorry.
I anyway, Trey. All right, so you've wrestled at a couple of places, Magic City Wrestling, CCW, among others. But recently, you won the Atomic Wrestling Championship.
Ooh,
How
Star
did
Spangled Banner 5.
you feel?
Yay.
How was
Oh, that
that?
was amazing, amazing, amazing. To be honest, it was my first time doing a triple threat. Wonderful. I love challenge. And it was awesome. It's an amazing opportunity. For me, it's being part of like working with them. I love working with them. ARW is my family. The fact that I hold the title, and I'm actually doing a great job, just like making them look really good in other companies. Also, it's for me. Like that's why I'm like I'm going. I think I'm going baby step, but at the same time, these baby steps are like huge,
Yeah,
giant steps, and I'm
yeah.
proud, and I really hope that I can actually like give everybody who have so much trust in me to be able to deliver what they're expecting.
I think you are. Like Trey was doing, this is exactly how your wrestling career has been going. Up, 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 up. It's
And I'm
amazing.
so excited, and I feel so grateful, and I'm gonna be busting my ass even more to prove those who don't believe that I can do this, to prove them that like, and more important to me, that I can do this, and I have the right to be with the best ones, and I deserve to be here.
Yes, absolutely. You're definitely proving that. We really just want to see more, so can't wait.
Dude.
Um so I know you're a vegan.
Yes.
How hard is it? Because I'm Dominican, so I come from a lot of food that's very heavy in carbs.
Yeah,
And meat.
but I love carbs. I can eat all the carbs like that I want. Like that's the beautiful thing about being vegan. And
Now
like, yeah, say
yeah,
it. Sorry.
did you used to no, no, it's okay. Do you eat meat or did you become vegan like down the line?
So I used to. I've never been a big fan of eating meat, to be honest. Even growing up, for some reason in my family they eat everything. Like even from the brain of the cow to the freaking I don't know everything.
The
Like
hooks. Yeah,
and
yes,
like
I
I see all those things and it kind of freaks me out. And growing up I was very picky, and so and I moved here to Oklahoma. Well, I moved to Oklahoma,
know.
and I have never tried deer before, and I didn't know what was in that chili, and I try, and I'm like, this have meat in it. So it's like, yeah, it's deer. So I really kind of think about animals as a cute way. So I'm like, I can't believe I'm eating a deer. If I knew, I wouldn't eat it.
Right.
Even though I used to eat turkey or like chicken, but I don't know, in my mind. So I was like, no. So that was one of the first reasons. The second one was we went to a restaurant. It was very cowboy or something, and they have these freaking circles, and they made me to try it. And I see my husband; he was laughing, and I'm like, "What is that? Like, you look like I'm trying something very disgusting." So sure, I was trying baby testicles, so calf rice, and I didn't know that. I'm like, what the heck? Why did you do that? Like and I went straight to the bathroom and threw up. Look at his face. He's like, what? He got frozen.
Even someone that eats meat will have a hard time eating something like that.
Yeah, calf rice. I'm like, this tastes so weird. And when I found out, I'm like, okay, see you. I'm going to the bathroom. I just made myself throw up.
You poor
Like
thing.
I was like, you know what? This is too much for me. I'm going vegetarian or like pescatarian. And I went pescatarian first.
Yeah.
He's just
You
still
know,
thinking, will
it's
you
just
try
so,
them?
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't. No.
Yeah, me neither. I wouldn't try them again.
I wouldn't. No. Ooh.
No,
Mm-mm.
it was terrible. Like, so then I said, I don't want to keep trying new stuff in this country. Like, there's so many weird stuff. So I said, no more of that meat for me. Thank you.
You
Yeah.
stick to your vegetables and fruit and carbs. You
Yeah.
know what?
Like, after that I became pescatarian for more than a year. Then I said no more. So then I only eggs. I only eat eggs. Then I'm like, no, I'm done. After having my baby, I was like, I'm done with this. I don't want to eat more meat. So now since then I'm about a year. I'm vegan completely.
It's healthier. I did it for a year, and it was, you feel so good too, but it's hard to do.
Yes,
But
like for example, even when you go to these events, they have salads and they put bacon in the salad. And one of the least things I want to eat is bacon. I never like bacon, never pork, never like that. And yeah, kill me everybody because I know bacon is a big thing in America. I
it's
hate
huge.
me. And if you put bacon and chocolate on top, all the stuff, I know I got hell when I said I don't like bacon when I moved to this country. So everybody can give me hell.
Bacon,
You
a
want to know how crazy
chocolate
bacon?
bacon.
Yeah, they
Yes,
bacon and they
yes.
have chocolate on top of that. Like, yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen
And not even if
chocolate.
they put like dollars, I wouldn't.
He
Yeah,
left.
I wouldn't eat that. Sorry,
It's nasty. It's
sorry
nasty.
for that.
Sorry.
It is nasty.
You
I
can,
mean, the thing is that people try to dip everything in chocolate, and that does not make it taste better. And
no, no, I
bacon and
don't
chocolate,
care.
that
Yeah,
doesn't go.
no. So I don't care for like, yeah. So I decided no, I don't care to eat meat. So I'm done. It is hard to find things because they want to eat everything with meat. And if you go to the restaurant, they sell like something that is vegan. So for some reason, the people who eat meat eat the vegan stuff. So I'm like, what did you even eat meat? You're gonna eat our stuff. Ugh, it's
Because
a fight.
they don't want to give up the meat, but they want to eat the good vegan food too.
Yes, like I always fight with like people. Like I don't know, just leave me my beans and rice.
It's hilarious. Trey, you thinking about eating baby cow balls?
Hey, what?
I can recommend you the
I
place
thought
if you want to.
I thought we moved past that. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep moving.
All
No,
right,
not
I got one more question before I throw it back to you,
at
Trey.
all.
So I always like to ask wrestlers, since they're always so busy, you're training, you have all this stuff, you're a wife, you're a mother, you have so much going on. What would be like the perfect day in the day of Paola? Like, what would be a perfect day for you from start to finish?
Well, with everything I do, I feel like watching TV, having some good food next to me. Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody bothering me or talking or anything. Like, just give me some rest and that's it. That will be perfect.
sounds
Yeah.
perfect. It's like a peaceful Netflix and chill.
Yeah, but sometimes that means some other things if you have company. Yeah, Yeah. I don't know the phrase too much, but I people use it for other things, and I don't know if I want to be bothered in that moment with that. So I'm like, that's a different mood. That's like a different kind of thing I want to do.
What, Paola? You don't Netflix and chill? I don't-
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I'm like, in the perfect wrestling. Like, if I'm so tired of working, why do I need to be doing other stuff to make me more tired? No, I want to be resting. I don't want
Yeah.
Netflix and chill. Just a movie.
Just a movie.
Hey, that's hilarious. Was not expecting that. Oh man, I
Thank
love
you,
this combo.
Paola. I'm gonna give it back to Trey. Thank you so much.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
of
great.
course.
That was
This
great.
is great. Let's move from Netflix and chill. So, this okay. So you're at NWA Empower. We've been having this conversation. You said you moved here from Columbia to Oklahoma. You a woman who goes out and you whatever you want to do, you do it. You don't really care what people saying about you because whatever you want to accomplish. So how does it feel being one of the women just representing on a show NWA Empower that's empowering women? Because everything you're saying right here, you seem like one of those women who people can look at and get that empower feeling from.
Um, I still like, for me, I couldn't believe it that I was part of it, to be honest, for someone just starting. But like what Mickey said, like she saw potential in me. She saw me like working very hard. She know who my trainer is. And also like, I don't know, you can see, I I think you can see someone's wanting to make this for real and not just to try to put their name out there like yeah, I'm a wrestler just because wrestlers are like, no, I really want this. So and being able to represent my country, I've been hearing that there are no many Colombians who actually do this, and like women. So I want to be able to put my name and my country out there. Like, hey, this Colombian, there is not only soccer in here. You can also have wrestlers from Colombia. So and like for me, it's also I feel like when you really want something in life, you should do it no matter what, no matter if people are telling that you are not good enough, that it's too late for you, or you don't have what it takes, or you need anything, because I live that daily. People trying to put me down for any reason, like no matter what I do, it's always going to be someone who's going to try to make me doubt about if I'm good enough for this. And I want to be able that when people look at me, they see, oh man, like she didn't give a damn about what people were talking. She just did it and proved them freaking wrong. Why? Because she actually put into work. And that's what I want. I want to empower women to actually like go for it, and whatever they want in life, just go for it.
That's right.
Ooh, love to hear that. Now, uh, Maddie said earlier she saw some matches, so I came across a match. Seems like you was in a match with one of our favorite people who we had on here twice. You were in a tag team match with T Gaines. T Gaines, what's up?
Oh, yay.
Against La Rosa Negra,
Oh, yeah.
and was it Kylan King that she was
Kylie, no,
teaming?
Kylie King wasn't there. It was Raven,
Raven
La Rosa Negra, and T Gaines. Yeah.
and T Gaines. How
Yeah.
was that match for you? Because it's like 4 matches posted online. So, and I saw that and I was like, oh, we talked to La Rosa Negra, we talked to T Gaines, Raven. We may see you soon. But how is that just going down and just starting, say debuting? But some of these matches, you're going up against some people that are big in the women's wrestling already.
Well, that match, well, what happened, I wasn't expecting that I was going to do a tag team match with T Gaines, because the first match, my debut, she actually ruined it for me. She actually, like, there's something that happened in the locker room. And then suddenly she came out to the ring with Ruth, and they start hitting us. So that's why it was a contest. None of us couldn't finish the match with Kylie King. So then we end up in this tag team match. So I kind of tricked her, and I made her lose because she made me lose. So I was like, okay, this is a payback. So you don't mess with Blaze. That's the thing. If you
Revenge.
do something to Blaze, Blaze is going to pay you, like make you pay you like double. So that's what happened.
Woo! Love it.
Pay, pay double. Pay Paola double. Paola pays
I
double.
know she's one of your favorites, but believe me, he was the one who started it. I was fine, and she started it, so I needed just to remind her that whatever you do is going to get back to you.
Hey man,
Love that.
Paola, I'll let you know. I tell everybody, you may be one of my favorites, but what happens in that ring between them and competitors, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
I don't have no
I like
issue
that.
with that. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? We just here for the wrestling, but if you mess with somebody, just be able to take back what they give to you, and
And that's what I do. The way you treat me, I'm gonna treat you, and maybe double.
T Game. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that about she gonna be mad about that. But Paya, let me ask you, when you so see this is weird. So you've been training, but your first match was in May. Do you like when you started wrestling? Do you have an outlook or what you want to accomplish in wrestling or anything, or are you just saying I just want people to know my name, that I can do this and respect me with what I'm doing?
No, I actually started more like to proving myself that I can do this, that I can
Mm,
do to learn this new business. I already have a name, and I wasn't expecting that. For me, it's not about creating fame on that because I'm well known already in on the TV industry. So for me, it's more doing this because I'm passionate about it. You know, I like it. I wanna prove myself that I can do this because like it's for the first time I found something that I'm so passionate that it makes me feel so alive that when I get to the ring I feel like I can do so much that like even I did modeling, I did acting, I did, and TV show is more was more about cameras following me and like showing my life, and it was completely different. This one I can actually show that I can do so much that is different. So I know it's weird because I don't know how common is someone coming from a TV show and going to start doing something that requires so much strength and talent. And those who think that wrestling doesn't require talent, they're freaking like they don't even know what the heck they're talking about.
No.
And those are for my
At all.
haters. Those are going to my haters. Like, yeah, better don't talk about what you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
I don't usually do this, but she said to her haters. So yo, I was on YouTube. There's this video from some hater talking about people uh roast Paola Mayfield for introducing female
Yes.
wrestling. Um, I watched the video. It's not really a roast. It's just people doing what they do because when somebody does something new that they're not familiar with, the first thing you do is put a person down. Um,
Yeah.
First thing I did when I found out about it, I looked up some stuff. Then I heard move past all that. Then her debut happened. So I was supposed to be at that show. I was actually invited, and they gave me a ticket, but my schedule didn't work out for it. So saw the match afterwards. Someone posted it on YouTube. Then saw some more, and then when I was sitting there and I'm seeing the NWA announcements, I was like, "Whoa, she is gonna be on NWA Empower." So back on Empower, there was one thing on Empower that I don't know how I feel about. You aligned yourself with Taryn Terrell. how,
Why?
how did that happen? Because I mean, look, Taryn, you got Paola a win. I don't know if people saw the match or not. Some people were saying something happened where they couldn't see the match, but
Yeah.
Taryn Terrell assisted you. Was a good help out there in your corner, being supportive and got you to win. So how did that whole thing come across?
We need a mentor, and NWA gave me an amazing mentor, which is Taryn, and so that's how it's happening. I'm learning from Taryn. I'm learning from her, and of course, she's helping me to make my way up as a champion. That's why we are together.
Mm.
It works.
But she's awesome. She's amazing. I love her. I love her personality. It's just like that's the help that I need sometimes. You know.
So let's plug the page. Something else that happened on the event. So you know, Taryn got you in a little trouble, talking down to Gail Kim, and some music hit. Someone who we haven't seen in probably over a year came down, Awesome Kong. I will put it right there. Click the card. You can watch the video on YouTube. 347,000 views. Wow. But you got, sorry to say this, you got clothesline by Awesome Kong. Then she gave you her finishing move on top of Genocide. Um, looking past all that, how did it feel to be in a ring with two legends like Gail Kim and Awesome Kong, and then for Awesome Kong to do her finishing moves on you?
Oh, wow. For me, sorry, something is happening outside in here. I'm traveling, so I'm in a different location with my RV. So I do not know what to expect. I'm all over US. Oh wow. For me, I was like, what's happening? I wasn't expecting that. Like, I'm just here to defend Tyrion. And oof, I still have goosebumps because how amazing she is being part of her retirement. I'm like, okay, I don't even know. Like, it's unbelievable. It's something like I was never expected to be part of, and I was there, even though I was hit and murdered, but practically murder. But I feel like it's totally worth it. Like, I will let her do it to me again. Like, I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yes.
So before we do our last thing here, ARW Women's Champion this weekend, you'll be facing someone else who's at Empower, a part of a tag team, Hell on Heels. One of one of my favorite people, caller fam, Renee Michelle. Are you ready for that match?
Oh yeah, I am. Of course, I'm ready. I'm always ready. I'm
Okay,
always ready.
okay.
I'm everywhere. Paola Blaze is ready to take names, to take places, to everything, to show how good I am.
Yes.
And plus, I'm very excited. I always love to work with people who challenge me, and I to grow and to do better. And I'm very excited for that match.
All right. ARW, you can watch it on FITE TV. It airs at 7 p.m. Championship match. First time ever match, maybe. Paola Blaze
Paola Blaze,
versus
correct.
Renee Rochelle for the ARW Women's Championship. Oh, before we go to this last thing, Paola, this past Sunday, September 18th, if you subscribe to the full package on Disney Plus, you get Disney Plus, you get Discovery Plus, you get ESPN Plus. Paola 90 Day Fiance, as we was talking about earlier, I saw a post, bears all. Seems that you were on that show and you were doing some wrestling uh, with
Yeah,
Miss Layla
well,
Gray.
what I was saying at the beginning, 90 Day Fiance has so many spin-off. This is a not so successful show, and I've been part of all of them. And right now, I'm doing my first appearance on Bearsall, 90 Day Fiance Bearsall, which is another show from them. And I'm bringing wrestling, which is something new for Discovery Plus and TLC for the first time. And oh man, it's going to be super fun. We were able to do a match with Layla Gray for about 2 minutes match in a mat, a teeny tiny match. But that match is going to be amazing because, oh well, we did such a great job. And I cannot wait to actually my fans from the show from 90 Day Fiance to see that and to be able to bring them to this wrestling world, which is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see.
It's going to be amazing. I promise you. It's a match. It's an amazing match. I love that match because we did such a great job with Layla Gray trying to show them uh, a little bit of what we can do in such a small place, a small space.
Yes. Can't wait to see it.
Yay!
So I'm leaned up here, Paola. Um, I asked everybody this question, which is going to be interesting because you didn't grow up watching wrestling. So let's see. I ask everybody this question when they come on. I just look at the camera a little bit and I say, Rock or Stone Cold?
What happened with him?
Which one do you pick, the Rock or Stone Cold?
I don't know.
Oh, you got to pick some. You got to pick one of them. The
Say it
Rock,
again.
the
Rock.
Rock or Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Austin. She might not know. You might not know.
No, I like actually. I prefer Stone Cold. I prefer that one than the Rock.
See,
Snap.
talk about you might not know, Maddie. She knows everybody.
Yeah, I know. There are names that I know, but those I know. No, I don't know everyone, but I know those, and I like the other one, the second one.
Oh, nice.
See, there it is. All right, Paola, this is your time to shine. We do this for everybody who comes over. We call this the put yourself over moment. This is where you tell our social media, our viewers, how they can support you, buy t-shirts, buy 8x10s, how they can follow you, any ways they can just get in contact with you if they want to do something respectfully. We just would like for you to put yourself over.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Paola Mayfield, aka Paola Blaze. You guys can follow me on Paola_Mayfield, and you can find out more about me. And if you guys want to support me, you can click in all the links that I found in my bio to buy my pictures and also my merchandise. So thank you so much for watching. Mwah.
Ooh. Yeah. Follow Paola Blaze, Paola_Mayfield. She got 2 pages. So I came across and I was like, oh, she got a wrestling page. So make sure you follow both of those.
Yes.
Maddie, before we leave, anything else you have for Paola Blaze?
No, I just want to say, just keep being you. Keep doing what you want to do. Keep living the way you're living. It's beautiful. And I can't wait to see more of you in the ring. So hopefully I get to see you in person one day. So thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you guys for having me. Thank you so much for this time.
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you. Follow Maddie at Top Rope Squishy. It's Top Rope Squishy on all social media. Like I said, we thank Miss Paola Blaze for being here. Make sure y'all subscribe to the FITE TV for the ARW pay-per-view this weekend, and you can watch Paola Blaze versus Renee Michelle. And y'all know that I'm Trey D. And like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling.
There you go.
It's too sweet for the coach.